What's up, guys? Just got finished doing like a 5 mile run, which I know it's not much to some people, right? Some shampoo, son. 5 miles is not a lot to some people. Some people do that every day. Some people do that with their eyes closed, right? And like, but to me, that's a lot. And I did it after my after doing Fit Club, and I did it after I did legs, like not legs, but I did my calves today. It was like halfway through the run, I was like, oh crap, why do my legs hurt so bad? My calves, and that was why. But that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is to talk about fear. And so, while I'm on my run, that's the bonk, y'all don't know, it's like berry scrub, feels so good. Anyways, while I was on the run, thinking about fear. And I'm thinking about it in my own life too. And I see a lot of people that are overweight with a gut. Right? God damn. So mine. They have a big old gut, right? And they wait until the doctor tells them, look, you need to do something about your weight or you're gonna die. You've got you've got hypertension, you've got high blood pressure. They wait until the doctor tells them that. Even though they have the signs that they were overweight, that they were too overweight long before that. And so it's like, why is it that we do that? And then I keep looking, because I want to find an example of myself, and I think about, even like a year ago, I'm 35 years old at the time, I'm still asking my parents for money. My roommate runs out on me, leaves me with not only back rent, but the rent that's due like that day. It's like he literally packs his stuff up and leaves while we're gone. And leaves us with all the utilities. And so of course it's gonna fall on me, right? And my bank account went into complete negative. And this is right when we're getting ready to go to this huge event called Extravaganza. So it not only goes into the negative, but then I owe money like crazy because all my bills are coming out. I went ahead and dropped that rent check anyway, didn't have any choice, so that went negative, that bounced, right? And that's when I told myself, I need to change. I can't do this anymore. I began to ask myself this while I'm on the run, it's like, why did I wait that long to change? Obviously the signs were there that I needed to do something. The fact that I was 35 years old and had roommates was one of them, okay? And so it's really similar. That was just like me having a big old stomach, right? And I wasn't doing anything about it until I got the bad news, until the worst thing that could possibly happen happened. It jeopardizes my trip. Still went on that trip, by the way, made it happen, right? But the point is, it was fear of me stepping into my own greatness, for me to go and do work, for me to actually just go out and do what I needed to do, right? Just like an overweight person who doesn't want to do the work until the doctor tells them that they're overweight, even though they had all the signs there. See, it was fear. I was listening to Les Brown, and he was touching on that just a little bit too, and he was saying how like fear will completely paralyze you. And then it was making me think of those goats. I don't know if you've ever seen those, right? You've seen those little goats that when they get scared, they completely like tense up and all over, like they'll just be running like, ah! And they're like, and they fall over. Like, I mean, it's hilarious. And that's a genetic defect, but that's kind of what fear does to us. It freezes us a lot of times. And I was caught up in that myself. That's why I wasn't making any moves. That was why I wasn't going out and doing the work and talking to people and getting as many people healthy as I could. Because a lot of times we're scared of our own greatness. We're scared of what we're capable of because we've begun to define ourselves by what other people have labeled us. It's like when I was growing up, I remember my teacher giving me a note to give to my mom, and I opened it up. It said, "We think your son is," can't remember how they exactly worded it, but pretty much it said I had a learning disability, and that I was going to be put in remedial classes, in which I stayed in remedial classes almost all the way up to high school. And so what do you think that began to... I learned because of what they told me that I had a learning disability. Truth is, I probably wasn't interested in what the hell they were teaching, all right? But what I've heard is, never let someone else's opinion of you become your reality. And that's what I had done. my whole life. I was like, yeah, well, I have this learning disability, whatever. Like, it wasn't true. Because as soon as I was taken out of those classes and forced to work and put in regular classes, not only did I drop that identity because they weren't telling me that anymore, but then I was forced to do the work and I did it. And so that's what fear does to us, right? We hold on to old ideas of ourselves because we're scared to move any other direction. We cling on to what we know because even if it's a disempowering idea of who we are, right, we'll hang on to it because we're scared to get out of our comfort zone. It's comfortable. I'm cool right here where I'm at, right? Even though someone's telling you can be great, but you got to get out of your comfort zone. People get stuck in their ways. I'm this way, I'm that way. It's not how you are. Especially if it's something disempowering, right? We're all capable of greatness. But you got to be willing to change. Like, once I got hit with that hard time, I had to change. I was like, look, I got to do something. And I began to realize how much work I could actually accomplish. How much I could actually get done. And I had to wait until then. It's just like when overweight people, they finally come in, and once the doctor tells them they're going to lose weight, they have to lose weight or they're going to die, they start kicking ass, like freaking eating perfect, working out like crazy, inspiring tons of people, and they had that greatness in them the whole time. They clung to that comfort because it was, they clung to that lifestyle because it was comfortable. But nothing's more uncomfortable than knowing you're going to die. Let a doctor tell you you're going to die in 2 weeks. Everything changes for you. Everything you do, how you talk, how you walk, what you do, it's going to all change. How you react, how you let people talk to you, all changes. So look at what you're afraid of. Ask yourself if where I'm at right now is where I should be, where I deserve to be. Truth is, if wherever you are, you do deserve to be there because it's your actions. But do you want to be somewhere else? Do you want more? Because if you want more, you're going to have to do different things. I'm not telling you have to do more per se, because you might be doing a whole lot. There's a lot of people that are making a whole lot of noise, working 3 jobs and still struggling. You're doing a lot. You're just not doing the right thing. Not in alignment with your greatness. So get in line with that. Regardless of what you're afraid of, get uncomfortable. Because everything you want is right outside that comfort zone, that little bubble you're in, right outside that is everything you want. So I'm going to get back to my shower. You guys have an amazing, powerful day. And I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace.